afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. Guys, got another great pre-owned Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Probably one of the better buys on the lot right now as far as what it is compared to NADA. This is a 2015 Jayco Precept. The model number is a 29 or it's an what a kind of a goofy model number, but hey, still a nice motorhome. Really cool floor plan. It's a short 32-foot, 3-inch long, total length Class A motorhome. Just turned 16,000 miles. It's got 2 slides, including a full wall slide and a bunkhouse. So you got a lot going on right here in a shorter package. First of all, of course, this is Jayco. Very, very nice brand. You want to pull up NADA, you can. I've got it on my phone. It's $93,000 NADA retail with no options, just adjusting for the miles. I've got it for $69,900, so I'm what, 23, 24 grand under what I should be selling it for. Really, really nice condition. The outside looks great. Built on a Ford F53 chassis. Got the 362 horsepower Triton V10. 457 pound-feet of torque, and it's a Jayco, so it's got the J-Ride system, which is a regular F53 chassis, Ford F53 chassis, brought up to the next level. You've got the Bilstein shocks, you've got dual stabilizer bars, giving you double stability. So what that means, say you're driving down the interstate 65 miles an hour, a truck passes you. With most Class A's, it's going to pull you away from them, then pull you toward the truck as they pass you, or vice versa. This will help reduce that, greatly reduce that, as well as when you're in wind, high wind, and stuff like that. It's also going to give you a better ride and drive because of those Bilstein shocks, and it's got the rubberized body mounts to reduce the shock from when you hit a bump in the road or railroad tracks from transferring to the body of the RV from the suspension. So, you know, a huge difference. If you drive a Jayco Class A like this and drive pretty much any other brand out there, you're going to notice a very, very big difference in the way they ride and drive. Power's the same, but as far as like the ride and drive and bumps and stuff and handling and curves and stuff like that, J-Ride's going to be a pretty noticeable difference. Big one-piece windshield, great visibility. As we go around it, guys, keep in mind it's only got 16,000 miles. Tires look great, Goodyear tires. Got a 5500 Onan gasoline generator powering everything up right now. Frameless windows. It does have the power patio awning. Outside television, which I can try to open one-handed. I'm not having much luck. There we go. Sorry about that. Got an outside TV, stereo, speakers, all that good stuff. I've got pictures of the outside storage. It's actually got a full pass-through storage in the back. It's funny, you get those little things on your mind. You do have full pass-through storage. Very clean. Does have the tankless water heater. So basically, turn it on, take your clothes off, jump in the shower. You got hot water. You don't have to wait for the water heater to heat the water up. And it's virtually unlimited hot water as long as you've got water in your tank, or you're hooked to city water and you've got plenty of room in your gray tank. You can take as long a hot shower as you want. Rear slide out, which really opens it up. Very, very good design. I got to give Jayco credit. The floor plan in this thing for a 32-foot motorhome is top notch. And of course, you're about 30, closer to 34 foot with that slide out when you're parked. And don't run with that out going down the road, guys. That's not safe. Do have a 5,000 pound tow capacity. Your main slide's over here. And of course, it's got a slide topper and it is a monster. 50 amp electrical service. What a slide, guys. You know, I don't see any delamination. Thing runs and drives great. I mean, this is a perfect size for older parks and state parks. They can't accommodate the bigger RVs. You know, everybody says, hey, you need to be under 32, 33 foot. Well, here you go. You know, about as nice as you're going to find on a used one. I mean, the only way you're going to get one nicer than this is to go spend over twice as much for a brand new one and then wait a year to get it. Steps work great. Inside's all original. Now, except for one thing, guys, and this is a Jayco, and it's no fault of theirs. It had the same issue that Thors and Coachmans and Forest Rivers have. It had the flaking furniture problem. Even though the thing had very, very little use to it, the front captain's chairs and the main sofa was toast. So I just spent $2,000 having all of this professionally reupholstered. Its original seats just all reupholstered, so you never have to worry about it again. You know, most dealers, what they do, and for sale by owners, what they do, they go to Amazon or Walmart, throw a couple of cheap seat covers on it, throw a slip cover over the sofa and sell it. Not us, guys. If you're going to spend $69,900 on a motorhome here, no matter if it's worth $93,000 or not, we're not going to put slip covers and try to cover up bad upholstery. All this brand new, just put in yesterday. All original, so everything fits perfectly. Both these front seats swivel for party seating. You've got nav on your touchscreen stereo. No check engine lights. 16,623 miles. It does have the power gear leveling jacks. Heated power mirrors. Generator fires right up. Dash air is cold. Dash looks great. No smoke or pad odors. A little dark up there, isn't it? Just the way the light's hitting it. Television up there. Got some overhead cabinets. You know, Jayco's a great brand, guys. They make a great product. They're one of the best-selling ones in America, and they're not the cheapest either. So, especially not in the motorhomes. So, if they're one of the best-selling ones out there, that's because they make a good quality unit. This table is removable, and this is a sleeper sofa. So you can set this table. You can just store it behind the sofa or wherever. Solid surface countertops, no cracks. Beautiful. Looks almost like granite, doesn't it? Does have a fold out countertop extender. And your drawers come out with it too, so you got a little additional storage. Double basin sink. Mowing faucet. Good solid hardwood cabinetry. Got a Frigidaire microwave and convection oven. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. 3 burner stove top. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. You've got double ducted roof airs. So you got twin 13,500 BTU ducted roof airs, which in this size motorhome, 1 would have been sufficient, but why settle for 1 when you can have 2? Fold out pantry. Fantastic vent fan, so if you burn something, right there where you can vent the smoke out. Does have the optional all electric refrigerator with the upgrade inverter. This thing would have came factory with a 400 watt inverter with a RV refrigerator, or you can get the electric refrigerator with a 1,000 watt inverter. This one's got the 1,000 watt inverter, so you don't have to run your generator to keep your refrigerator on. You run the inverter. 84-inch tall ceiling height, so you don't feel claustrophobic. Privacy curtain. There's your XM1000 Xantrix Pro inverter. Let me turn that light off. It works, no error codes. You've got the energy command, so you can actually set this generator. If your power goes off, you can actually set it to actually come on. And that's a very important feature if you've got somebody on an oxygen machine or a CPAP machine. Excuse me. So, because sometimes the power goes out at the campgrounds. This way, within a few seconds, your generator kicks on, starts putting out power, and no interruptions in your sleep. This is the bunkhouse part, guys, and this is really cool because most of your bunkhouses are in a lot larger Class A's, and you've actually got a single bunk up top, a sleeper sofa down below, so you can sleep 3 people right here. You've got a television right here across from it, and you've actually got a, I mean, everything in this coach to me is huge for a 32-foot motorhome. You've got a big bathroom for a 32-foot. Got the RV toilet, big old medicine cabinet, and don't worry, that ugly guy won't go camping with you, even though he wants to. You do have a nice stand-up shower. Skylight looks great. No yellowing from the UV rays coming through the skylight. So that means this thing's been stored inside a lot, which you can tell that from the exterior appearance. Because, you know, as many of you know, if one of these things sits out in the weather for several years, because this thing is 7 years old, the UV rays coming through that skylight will bleach the shower a bright yellow, and it's nice and white. So right there tells me that it's not been stored out in the weather. At the very least, it's had some kind of cover over it, at the very least. And this is all a slide out too, from behind the driver's seat to pretty much almost to the back wall. This is all a slide out, so a lot of space in here. Big master bedroom for a 32-foot Class A. You got a queen island bed. You've got some dresser drawers right here. Television up in the corner. So this thing's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 TVs, counting the one outside. So if you like to watch TV, you'll probably appreciate that. Closet at the end of the slide out. Of course, you've got your return for your second AC in here. A little storage underneath the bed, some overhead storage. This is a nice motorhome, guys. Wow. For $69,900 especially. One thing I'm going to show you, and this one thing right here is no big deal, and I didn't even notice it until I was actually sitting at the table and I was looking over the specs and stuff like that on my phone before I shot the video, and I happened to look down to see it. You won't see it just casually walking by, but it's had a little rip in the linoleum right here, and it looks like somebody has glued it back. It's about 5 inches, 4 or 5 inches, a little rip. But hey, you know, you're buying a $93,000 motorhome for $69,900. I can put up with that. I don't know about you. You know, you'd probably own this thing for 6 months before you ever noticed that. But I like to show the good and the bad, guys, because every used RV is used for a reason. That's why it's half price of a new one. And for half price, for $70,000 off a new price, I can deal with a little tear in the linoleum that somebody's glued back. So I don't know about y'all, but it's going to be sold with that, of course. It is a used RV. You know, if that bothers you, then I'd suggest go buy a brand new one and spend twice as much money. And you may want to put new carpet in here. I mean, the carpet doesn't need to be changed by no means, but you know, you can put carpet, hardwood, whatever you want, if that bothers you. If not, if it was me, I'd just throw a kitchen rug over it, go to Dollar General store, buy a little $5 rug, put it in front of the stove, and just don't worry about it. Anyway, this thing's an incredible deal, guys, and you can look it up on your phones or computer if you want to. NADAguides.com. Look it up. I probably got it under wholesale book, but average retail, just adjusting for the miles, is $93,000. Go on RV Trader, see if you can find one for less. I am thousands and thousands and thousands under the price of any other one out there, and with lower miles. 16,000 miles. Nice unit. We do, even though this is the lowest priced one in the country on the internet that I could find, we still guarantee the slide outs to work like they're supposed to. We still guarantee both roof air conditioners to get to operating temp. We guarantee the refrigerator and freezer to get to operating temperature. We guarantee the generator to run and put out electricity like it's supposed to. Everything else, of course, sold as is. That's how we keep our prices so low. You know, if you want to come inspect everything else for yourself, you're more than welcome to. If you want to hire a third-party inspection service, they're always welcome here, guys. You know, we keep our prices down, and by only checking those 4 major things. Everything else is sold as is, where is. Has been winterized, and it's got $2,000 worth of upholstery work that you don't have to spend. So, you know, I think deals like, I think for those of you who haven't watched my videos before, you're going to see really quick why we've been in business for 54 years and why people come from all over the United States to buy used RVs from us. You can't beat the Parkway price, not for what you're getting. So, now if you want, you can go anywhere and pay retail, but you can only go to Parkway RV and buy one for wholesale. For a wholesale price, that is. And this one's not going to last long. If you're interested in it, give us a call, 706-965-7929. I do recommend calling right away. You know, when I get something like this that's smaller, it's a bunkhouse, unique like this one, a unique floor plan, for that far under what I should be selling it for, guys, phones ring off the hook for stuff like this. Because this is a deal that you can justify literally traveling from anywhere in the United States or Canada to come down here to Ringgold, Georgia and buy this motorhome, because you're going to save more than enough money to pay for the travel cost and the time and trouble, and then still save tens of thousands of dollars. Plus, guys, we are very, very old school, very simple dealer here. We don't charge fees. We don't have upsells. You know, you don't come in here and buy a 69.9 motorhome like other RV dealerships, and then you call the bank the next day, you owe almost $90,000 on it because of the upsells and the fees. 69.9 is the price, haggle-free, firm. It doesn't matter how you pay for it, how far you come to buy it. That's what it takes to buy it, not a penny less. We guarantee the slide outs, the roof airs, refrigerator, freezer, generator to work, and as well as for it to go down the road like it's supposed to. Everything else sold as is. We do have to charge applicable sales tax, and depending on how you pay for it, what state you live in, that's going to determine whether you pay us the sales tax or you pay it when you tag and title at your local DMV office in your home state. Georgia residents and Georgia residents only. This does not apply to anybody out of state. We do charge a $100. We have to charge a $100 highway impact fee. That goes right to the state of Georgia. That's the law. Anybody that buys a vehicle in the state of Georgia knows you got to pay that, whether it's a dealer or for sale by owner. And we do have to charge a $40 to $50 tag and title fee to Georgia residents only, just like you always pay in Georgia, because I'm a Georgia resident myself. I mean, that's just normal part of buying any vehicle in the state of Georgia for a Georgia resident. So, Georgia residents, that's no surprise to you. Guys, that's it. You know, we're not like Rip-Off World and all these other places that charge thousands of dollars in dock fees and prep fees and freight fees and get ready fees, inspection fees, happy camper fees, and more. We don't try to cram extended warranties down your throat, gap insurance, service contracts, interior and exterior protection packages. Let me tell you a secret, guys. All that stuff is marked up 4 times dealer cost. It's a huge upsell, huge source of profit for the dealership, and most of it's not worth the paper it's written on. We keep buying and selling down to simple, easy, and done. If you want to buy any of that stuff, guys, buy it after you buy the RV from us on your own. You can buy it for a lot less, and it's still not worth the paper it's written on. But hey, if it makes you feel better to get it, go ahead. But we don't sell it here because we want to keep it affordable. I always tell people, when you buy an RV, obviously if you finance it, you want to keep your amount financed as low as possible. Say no to any and all upsells, because it's all, and that's why these dealers make you feel like you have to buy it. But you don't. You don't have to buy any of that, guys. And like I said, it's it's a waste of money. But a lot of people don't understand that. So it's just a way. And I'm truthful, guys. That's why. So I guess that's why, because of our deals and how straightforward I am, that's why so many people subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've been in this industry for 25 years. I've been an RV owner longer than that. I mean, I've seen all the scams. I've seen all the tricks. I've worked for the big dealers. I know exactly how they operate. I could write a book telling you some of the tricks I've seen them pull over the years, decades. And a lot of them they still pull today, and people fall for them every day. I mean, just keep it simple. This is the price. This is what you want to buy. Don't add nothing to it besides the sales tax and the, you know, tag and title if it's applicable. I mean, just keep it simple. Easy, simple, and done. No haggling. No going back and forth. I mean, it is what it is, guys. You know, if you can find one for less, then by all means buy it. But I know you're not going to be able to, especially not with 16,000 miles and new upholstery. Yeah, there's other ones out there that are $10,000, $15,000 more. That first thing you're going to have to do is take the covers off the seats and get them all reupholstered. Here, you don't have to. It's done. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. At $69.9, please call before coming to look to verify it's available. We do have nationwide delivery service available as well for $1.50 a loaded mile, which means one way. In other words, however many miles we have to drive the motor home, we charge you $1.50. And we don't charge you for the return trip, you know, because, you know, you got to realize we drive 1,000 miles to you. That's a 1,000-mile back trip for my driver. So that's a 2,000-mile round trip. But we just charge you for 1,000, so it'd be $1,500 if you lived 1,000 miles from us. And that's us paying driver's wages, fuel, and wear and tear on whatever vehicle we tow behind it, or airplane ticket back. Sometimes we fly them back. So keep in mind, most dealers, that same service, charge $3 to $4 a mile round trip. Just another way we save you money, guys. We just do delivery at cost. That's what it cost us, $1.50 a mile one way, or 75 cents a mile round trip if you want to look at it like that, and especially with fuel prices. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Smash me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment, share on social media. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, RVs with Big Bo. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like my Facebook page, RVs with Big Bo. You can actually message me through there. I don't sell RVs. I review them. I advertise them, but I don't mind giving you advice, try to help you, try to save you some money, and give you tips, tricks, and pointers on my 25 plus years of experience as a RV owner and as working at RV dealerships. I've done everything from advertising to sales to buyer's agent to service manager to finance manager. You name it, I've done it in the RV industry, which is kind of makes it. I've worked on RVs, I've delivered them, I've owned several, I've worked on most of my own units. I mean, I've got experience that nobody else on YouTube that reviews RVs has, and I don't mind sharing that knowledge, guys. And I tell it to you straight like it is. I don't sugarcoat anything. Straightforward. You know, that's why we give the price. That's a haggle-free price. You know, if you could find one as nice as this, the same year, make, and model with the same miles for less, you wouldn't be calling us. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you again, and look forward to seeing you in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.